Liberal Catholicism, at least in terms of the priesthood, is spiritually barren. In fact, dead. It simply has not reproduced. Why? Because you can't just blame the bishops. It isn't as if the bishops are the radical conservatives. Rather, they're ordaining men who in many cases are more conservative and more traditional than they are. So what's driving this? And more specifically, what's driving the failure of liberal Catholicism to produce priests? I would suggest two things. Number one, if you accept liberal Catholic theses, like Gary Willis's claim that the priesthood is not of apostolic or Christ's origins, but is rather an innovation, an addition to Christianity, why become a priest? If you don't believe in the priesthood, don't be a priest. But even more broadly, we could say, if your view of the priesthood is essentially that he's a community organizer and a social justice activist, you don't need to go to seminary for years to do that. You don't need to get ordained. You don't need to be accountable to a bishop or a religious superior, and you certainly don't need to be celibate. Second, what I've been calling this rightward shift has been both in theology, but also in politics. So what is that going to mean for the future of the church in America? What are you going to hear from the USCCB and from the pulpit on topics like abortion, on immigration, on just war? I'm struck by this question. What will we have gained, and what, if anything, will we have lost? I'm actually very interested in your thoughts on that. I'd love to hear how you foresee this playing out with this shift politically and theologically among priests.